Hey, what's up, YouTubers? This year it is Mattel's 80th anniversary, and they just released these two dolls. Should be coming out soon from Mattel's creation. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be sold out on Amazon, Target, Walmart.com, etc. So these dolls are designed by Mr. Carlylenuera. Yes, Mr. Carlylenuera. So this year they kind of brighten up, make the red more bold, more ruby appearance. I would say that too. Ruby aesthetics. And these dolls are featured on the Caucasian and the African American / Black. She is featured with the Millie sculpt, of course, while the black one is featured with the Brooklyn sculpt. I love the dress. I feel like they should add a ruby gold belt just to pair it up with the earrings. And when it comes to face screening, I'm not really feeling it. To me, it feels very plain line. Talk about the Caucasian version. She is featured with the Millie sculpt. I feel like Millie sculpt is not too bad as long as the screening is done right, like they did with the 65th anniversary that was designed by Carlylenuera. I definitely like the screening, especially the sculpt is really not my favorite, and some collectors really not liking that sculpt. I wish for the blonde version they just need to switch up the face sculpt, like do like Mackie, do Laura, do Superstar. I could see Superstar would definitely be a good theme for this particular doll instead of using the Millie sculpt. I feel like over time it does get boring, even though she's the face of Barbie. Even though Generation was the face of Barbie, they did switch it up, especially in the early 2000s when it comes to collector dolls. They used the Mackie, they used the Laura, they used the Generation Girl. They was able to switch it up, but why when it comes to like the holiday version, they always use the Millie sculpt? Oh, it's just starting getting very boring. I'm glad for the black version. They know how to switch it up, especially with the holiday theme. And Millie, I feel like that sculpt does need to be tired. They need to bring back the classic sculpts, because if you're gonna do the blonde version with the Millie sculpt, at least switch up the face sculpts in between with the sculpts I did previously mention. Because to me it just looks like the exact same doll with just slightly different screening and just slightly different outfit and hair, and it's boring. I'm glad they don't do that with the other versions. But as you see, they are featured with the curvy Model Mousse bodies. Okay, add a little spice up. Do like the dress. I do like the train and back of the dress. Here is the black version. She is featured with the Brooklyn sculpt. I'm going to get her eventually, but I'm not too crazy to get her when she first released. I'm going to get her probably when her sales goes down just a little bit. Everything looks good, but I feel like the face is definitely play line. You could definitely see this on a regular play line Brooklyn. I feel like the where's the eyeshadow? Where's the details? Where's the face look? What's the bolder looks like they do usually when they collect dolls back in the past, especially from the early, mid, and late 2000s, especially with the early 2010. Where's that fierce? Where's that strike? And I feel like it's just the screening choice is definitely was a poor execution job. I mean, if they gonna use that scope, at least make that scope stunning like they did with the 65th anniversary. Now that was something a little bit different, but with this one I feel like it was just plain, just like the Millie version. And I feel like they should use a different scope, like Billie, Desiree, Goddess, or something like that, with that fierce eye screen, like the Barbie basic eye screen, or something like that too. I'm going to get her eventually, but I'm not too crazy. But I do like those shoes. The hairdo, I'm wondering if it's fully rooted, but they do got the earrings. Okay, I definitely see that too. I wish, like I did mention earlier, they should have made a gold with red ruby belt around it, just like with brass with the anniversary jade. She was under $50, like $40 or $55, and they did everything put in their details. With that, when it comes to Mattel, they tend to overprice their collector dolls and give them lesser quality. It's not the designer fault, it's the people who's in charge with the budgeting. They could add more details to the doll. And here are some screenings over years, especially when it comes to collector dolls. Let's start off with the late 2000s Generation Dreams. You see how executed what the eye screenings are. It was more fierce, it was more sass. And these are the two same face sculpts they use on the white version and the black version, but it was done a little bit different. You can see on the black version she has purple eyeshadow, the white version she has the blue eyeshadow. It was done, executed, and this is how collector dolls used to look like in the past, especially me being a 2000 kid. And let's fast forward to 2020. This is the 75th anniversary Barbie. And you see this screening was done very well. It's done very neat, and they still gave it collector vibes, even though they did use the Millie sculpt, but it was done a lot more fierce. Even though she do have a little less eyeshadow, but this is the collector dolls I expect them to look fast forward to 2020 25. So this is the Doris screening. Hers, I do have her. And her screening was done very fierce with the side glance. Now fast forward to 2024, they still did the side glance. It was done really nice, but Brooklyn, she still gave it more of a collective vibes. Let's playline vibes, because it's never wrong the scope. It's just the poor choice of screening they did for the 80th anniversary. The 80th anniversary, it screens very plain line. This is the dolls we're going used to seeing that at your local Walmart, Target for like $10 to $12. Especially at the $60 price point, they could have added a little bit more intricate details when it comes to eye screening. And I don't know what's up with Mattel, but I know it's not the designer's fault. It's also the people who cut down budget, especially with the current president, COO of Mattel. So anyway, I do like the dress. carlylenuera did a good job on the dress. The hairstyle, I kind of like it. It's something different, but usually don't too much do updos on modern Barbies, especially on collector Barbies. When they do it, usually the hair be rooted thin. It's like the hair is not long enough to take it down. Just like with the 2024 holiday Barbie, the Desert Rage, her hair was meant to be in the updo, but her hair rooting pattern was very thin. So I'm definitely gonna get her eventually. I do like the shoes, and they do have the curvy Mondomus buys, which I do like Mondomus buys. I don't really not too crazy with the made to move bodies like most collectors is. They fine. I like it on Ken's. Even though I do have some Barbies with some made to move buys, but I'm not so crazy to rebuy them. So anyway, I cannot wait to see how the Ken's 65th anniversary dolls are gonna look like next year, because Ken is definitely getting some attention, especially with the holiday. Ken dolls are coming out very soon. That's gonna be along with the holiday Barbies. We have the Ken Couture. We have a lot of collector Ken dolls are releasing for this year. We're gonna have a lot more for next year, so Ken is finally getting the attention. So what's your thoughts and opinions about these 80th anniversary Barbie dolls? Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification button for the next video. Alright, deuces.